we are live. Hi, so I don't know if anyone's on yet. Oh, Jim's there. Yay, Jim! We're just gonna wait for a few people to join on, let people kick on. We got 3 people. I'm gonna probably repeat myself, but David from True Juice Café here in beautiful downtown. For those of you that haven't made it out today, it is absolutely gorgeous. The sun is shining. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I don't even need to wear a sweatshirt today. What I'm gonna do is just quickly show everyone the outside because it's probably loud right now because we got the 3 buses lined up, so it's probably pretty noisy. We'll just circle back out here. But this is the storefront, True Juice Cafe. Rainbow. So this is True Juice Cafe. We are in downtown Schenectady, the 200 block. We're about 2 blocks from Proctor's, a block away from the train station. We are at a building called the New York Biz Lab. It's a co-working space with Saratoga National Bank. Little history about this building. It was built for Schenectady Savings and Loans, so it's a pretty historic building. You can see all the marble around us. On a day when the sun is not shining, there's a beautiful mural right here. That's Thomas Edison. But we're gonna walk into True Juice and make some juice. If anyone has any questions, comment it. Actually, if someone could actually comment to make sure that the sound is good, the video is good, and things like that, that'd be helpful. But yeah, this is the space. Let me switch it off. So this is True Juice Cafe. This is the, oh, that's Gavin. This is the counter service where we order, we brew coffee, we do espresso shots and things like that. This is our espresso machine. We make acai bowls, smoothies, and things like that. Looks pretty quiet because we're closed, and also because of this whole situation, it's a little quiet. But Gavin, I'm gonna get ready to make juice, like 2 minutes. So today we are actually going to make juice today. One of our, I'm gonna get gloves in a second, but this is one of our standard recipes. This is our sweet green. So this is 2 actually recipes that are split off. That's what these dividers are for. But we have kale, apple, lemon, and ginger. And we're gonna overview that recipe really quickly. But yeah, this is how we're basically gonna start off, is put together our juicing machine. But what we are is making cold press juice. That's the juicing that we make, juice that we make. It's all about the process. And we're gonna talk about the process a lot. But basically what cold press is basically, that's fine the way it is. This is a pressing chamber. The produce goes in here, and this plate moves together slowly, and that's what presses the juice. That's what cold press is. That's what it is in a nutshell. For those of you who juice at home, or made juice, or go to other local juice bars, they most likely make centrifugal juice. And what centrifugal juice is, this tiny juicer right here, this is actually my first juicer that I bought about 7 years ago. It's a centrifugal juicer. So this is the juicing method. This is what centrifugal juice means, is these tiny blades right here actually is what shreds the produce. This thing moves, 7,000, 8,000 RPMs per minute. And that shredding of the produce is what makes the juice. So I'm gonna hand off my phone to Gavin, and we're gonna put together this machine. At the guard gloves.
Okay.
machine together.
You know.
All right.
I want to see if that works.
Loves first always. So here at True Juice Café, we use strictly organic produce right now because no produce is in season in New York State. Once farmers start growing carrots and beets and apples and things like that, we are going to start sourcing more local products where they use almost no pesticides and kind of use organic practices. But right now, because we can't source lemons or ginger or pineapple or anywhere in New York State, we buy strictly organic. It's just so we know that the juice is made right. So this machine right here, as I said, it is a cold press juicer. It is made by Good Nature. This machine is called the X1 Mini. It's a countertop juicer. It presses about 5 pounds of produce per batch cycle. And this machine is made right in Buffalo, New York, so we know it's high quality. It's a great machine. We've owned it for about 2 years now and absolutely love it. So we're going to put together the machine. Right here is what we call the grinder. Good Nature calls it the herbivore grinder. So it's multiple pieces. This thing spins right here. But basically what it's doing is like chewing the produce. It's kind of like how we break up produce with our mouth and our teeth. This is what it's doing. What it's going to do is produce it into a pulp, and then we take the pulp and press it. So this is the hopper. This is what's going to hold the produce before we press it or shred it. This is the plunger. Press bags. Such a big store. So this thing right here is very important. So you don't get that fibery taste in your juice. This is the filter. It's a paper bag. It's compostable. I think it's made of flaxseed, but I'm not 100% sure. So basically, you just put this in the pressing chamber right here. And then clip, 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 clip. So what recipe we're making today is our sweet urine recipe. This is our most popular juice. It is apple, kale, lemon, and ginger. Actually, our exact recipe is, this is 2 pounds of kale right here on this side. So this whole container right here is 4 pounds of kale. And then this is split off. This has 3 pounds of apples, about 3 ounces of ginger. Oh, 4 ounces of ginger. So this one's gonna be a little bit more spicier. And this is just gonna be over 6 ounces of lemon. We leave the lemon peel on. There's a lot of good nutrients in it. Some people say it leaves like kind of like a bittery taste, but we really don't find that. And we basically just wash these really, really good. We use a antimicrobial fruits and vegetable wash that's organic certified for wash. And yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. So kind of as you're gonna watch me grind the produce, what I like to do is mix it all up. We don't just grind all the apples, grind all the kale, grind all at once. We kind of do it mixed together. Okay, see, everything good?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we're gonna just let's turn the machine on. The machine's actually really quiet and idle, which is pretty impressive.
Let's show the...
But these are our nice buttons. This is gonna shred the produce. Single batch is for smaller batches. It kind of presses the produce really quickly. We're gonna do batch because we're gonna be maxing out the pressing chamber right here. So it means it takes slower to press it, and then stop is for emergencies and things like that. So yeah, we just take the kale. It's already washed, ready to go. So we're just gonna kind of put it in the hopper. As again, I like to mix everything up. So we're gonna add the apple, break a little bit of ginger off, a little bit of lemon, and then shred. Probably my favorite thing about juicing is the smells. You really get the aromas from the apple, the lemon, other citruses you use. It just smells really good. Kind of just the smell of lemon kind of just wakes me up. Guess that's why I own a juice bar. As you can see, it's kind of shredding already. It didn't even get through it all the way. This is kind of what it does. A lot of safety features on this thing. That's kind of what this shredder is doing. It makes it in that pulp and it allows us to press it. So this is what kind of, as I said, the chewing effect to it. And it just allows us to press it and break open those cells that's holding all those water and nutrients that are in this produce. We kind of like to mix it up. It's very intentional where we're putting things. Always try to make sure that the ginger is at the bottom of the pressing chamber to get those flavors. And out of all the produce that we press here, fruits and vegetables, leafy greens are the hardest. I could juice apples all day long and it would give me no problem. But kale, because it's so airy and things like that, doesn't have a lot of structure to it, makes it very hard to juice. Do you agree?
Agreed.
That was Gavin's phone dropping. He was using it for a light.
Jim Salango said, "Hey neighbor, love True Juice near our office on Lower State. Great job, David."
Thank you, Jim. He brought the rubber spatula.
Wait. Here, this way we
So
have this.
that is just kale, right? Is it still on? Oh, yeah. That's just kale right there. So it's very weird, it's very kind of mushy. So that's why we mix it with apples to make it taste good. Who doesn't love apples? What time is it? It's 4:10.
16.
Oh, it's halfway through. Okay. So. Oh. Oh. Actually, no, take it. Actually, I'll use it. I realize I can use it. All right, so this is what our pulp looks like. This is what is going to get pressed. So you can kind of see the skin of the red apple there. Always leave the skin on, it's really good for you. Yes, it's fine that the apple seeds are in there. That's why we have the filtered bag. A lot of good nutrients. This is a great way to get your nutrients fast. And we're just going to press it, and I'm going to talk about juice a little bit more. So basically, all we do is hit press, and this machine does all the good work. So this little pendulum right there, if it focuses on it, that right there is slowly pushing onto the produce. That's what the difference of cold press is versus these other methods of juicers. It really squeezes the plant cells, getting the water content, getting the nutrition, and also just tastes good. That's what I say is, there's a lot that goes into this, but the simple thing is it's an easy way to get nutritions and things like that, but it tastes great, you feel great after you drink it, and it's quality that you can drink. I've been a home juicer for years. I loved my little Breville. I hated cleaning it, that's why I stopped using it. But the quality of the cold press really shocked me when I first made juice for the first time in my home. So that's kind of what cold press is, and we're going to kind of watch the juicer do its work right here. So this is just slowly pressing all the produce. It's kind of boring if you watch it for a long time, but it is pretty cool how fast it comes out of it. But again, what we're doing, over 5 pounds of produce we put through the grinder, and all the produce that's getting pressed right now, as you can see, it's squeezing down more and more and more. Yeah, just a lot of produce in that batch, and you're gonna be kind of surprised how little of a bottle we're trying to get. Right now, where I'm walking to is in our kitchen, a scene that most people don't see. So what I was saying is that press out there is the Good Nature X1 Mini. This is the Good Nature X1, again made here in New York State, Buffalo, New York. Again, very similar concept to what we were just juicing on, except on a bigger scale. This is the hopper that shreds the produce. The blade's not in there. Shoots out of here, the pulp, and then this is the pressing chamber. It's a hydraulic press. It's very powerful, and it can be very dangerous. And again, you can see the pressure gauge on here. This thing goes up to 2,000 pounds of pressure. So in other words, that's a lot of people stepping on it to get the juice out. Something that you just simply can't do with your hands. We're gonna be making almond milk later today, and it's with the same press method of cold press. So you can make almond milk at home. It's just simply, you soak your almonds, cashews overnight, and then you rinse them off really good, stick them in your Vitamix, get it to a sea salt consistency, goes into a cheesecloth, and you can squeeze it. But versus here, we don't do the cheesecloth, we press it on our Good Nature machine. And that's the juice right there. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Nothing too cold press. It's kind of, not many people know what the word cold press is, so I kind of just wanted to give you guys an example of it. But one very important part to making juice is always taste test the juice. Last thing we want to do is send out a bad product, because what we do with this beautiful pitcher is we bottle it. So big difference between centrifugal juice and cold press juice is that right there. That's aeration in a way. There's practically no, like the less foam, the better, but there's basically no aeration in the juice whatsoever. If we were making it on the smaller juicer, it would just be half of the pitcher would be foam. But this is sweet green. Cheers. So for everyone that lives in Schenectady, but you're in quarantine right now, we do deliver. We actually just turned on DoorDash and Grubhub, so you can use those platforms if that's your platform or choice. We also deliver to yourself. You order a 6-pack, we have no problem delivering it to you that day. Availability of juice is tough right now. You saw the process that we go through. It's hard to make it ahead when we can't predict it right now because we're getting less people in walking in. So if you just reach out to us through social media, Facebook, Instagram, or even just call the store, email the store. A lot of options. Or you can call us, again, 518-709-0006. That's pretty much it. This is our, we don't want to keep too much of your time. We're going to put other content out there about how we make almond milk, how we make lattes, steaming the milk, how you can make it at home, things like that. How you can make a simple smoothie at home. We'd love to show you today, but again, it would take too much time. You know, it's better to edit these things down instead of having it one long stream. Again, let me just show you the back parking lot. If anyone has any questions, comment right below. There's not a lot of people in here, so. Again, this is our lobby, and we are walking to the parking lot. We are tenants with Saratoga National Bank, so if you see their signage, then you found us. But we are walking to the parking lot. All right, so we are outside here at the New York Biz Lab back parking lot. Mr. James, for any of you that remember Mr. James. But here's our back parking lot, Saratoga National Bank ATM. See the little True Juice sign, there's Saratoga Bank. And that right there is the train station. So that's a good. Reach out to us if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them. Yeah, it's been half an hour, so thank you so much for watching this Facebook Live. Thank you to Downtown Schenectady Improvement. You guys are awesome. Thank you for showing up at the grand opening. And thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Peace, love, juice. Love you, Schenectady. Thank you.